You're going to love this.
I want to hear it. I'm objective. You're critical.
Anico at the disco.
He's positive. Join the Mixtape 615.
Today, tomorrow, yesterday,
It is the dopest supporter group in all of Nashville.
forever. Testing. 1 to the 2 and one more time to the 3. This is the Mixtape 615 podcast, baby. And right now, right here, this is the place to be. Yo, if you're a Nashville Soccer Club fan, or if you're just trying to see what's going on with them boys in gold, then I invite you to lock in with us real quick. All right, here it go. It's your boy, Tunji, a.k.a. Young Turtle, he's Soccer Face, SF Doom, the big kahuna, much on a little tuna sandwich, also known as a DR kid, affectionately steamed Poppy, though. Yamame por favor, aka Mississippi Mai Tais on this beach of Belize, feeling cool like a summer breeze. And you know, when you see me and I got this thing in my hand, bro, I mean business. All right. So don't look in my eyes, don't cross me, because I will challenge you to a pokey battle. All right, check it out. I am the kid with some fire hot sauce. Ooh, that's hot. AKA Chicago Mike, the Glizzy Gladiator. And once again, this is a Mixtape 615 podcast. Austin, can you tell them who you are, please?
What's up, guys? I am Austin, aka Wild Maine, aka Ginger Snap. Don't cross this ginger because he may snap.
Oof.
Aka the Fumbling Dublin, aka Chicky Parm, aka Red Beard. And I like to throw this one in because Logan had it last year. I got it this year. I'm Coach Carson now. I'm coaching my daughter's soccer team. So I'm Coach Carson. And guys, Mixtape 615 known around the world. Logan, tell me who you are.
All right, guys. This is Logan, a.k.a. Beer Main, a.k.a. Mr. C, a.k.a. the artist formerly known as Summer Sam, a.k.a. allegedly, if you know, you know, and a new one for myself, the Manga Man.
Oh yeah.
Back to the manga. It's not an anime club this year. We don't have time for clubs this year, unfortunately. But I do have a giant manga library, and I've created manga library cards for a few of my kids who love reading, and it's a way to encourage reading. And I've got kid-friendly manga for them, so it's pretty awesome.
Man,
but
get the kids reading, dude.
I love it, man. I love kids reading. But this is the Mixtape 615 podcast, brought to you by the Mixtape 615 supporter group, the dopest supporter group in all of Nashville and all soccer and all the world. You guys know, and you guys want to jump in with us. You guys want to come in and run this pitch with us here because it is starting to cook. And you can do that by going to mixtape615.com. That is mixtape615.com and jump into the pitch with us today. We've got a lot of soccer news we want to cover, from Nashville being on a streak to LAFC bringing the heat in the U.S. Open Cup final last night. There is a ton that we want to talk about and cover, but we are going to bring it all the way back into Nashville because Nashville truly is heating up. We are on a 3-game win streak, guys. Austin, bring us in, man.
Unbeaten streak, sir.
3-game point streak.
Excuse me.
Point streak. Yeah. This guy getting ahead of himself.
Man. 3 results in a week. It just gets you rolling.
Tying with Cincinnati, with where they've been, where we've been, I would call that a win. We can say we're on a win streak if you want to, because that was a heck of a match, guys. If y'all didn't know, last 2 matches, we're going to cover both of them. First match was last Wednesday. We had our match against Chicago in and it was looking really good, guys. Sam Surridge getting goals. I mean, he had a goal in the Chicago match, 2 against Cincinnati. Looked like he was going to get 3 the way he was playing. Didn't work out for us. But guys, yes, we are on a 3-game point streak, and we're actually back in contention. We talked about this last pod, where it might be changing our mindset on how we're viewing the rest of the season. We're in 12th place, fighting for that play-in spot. We get a result in these next few matches, which we're playing some teams that are around our area, around our playing style, if you will, or table level. So, guys, this could actually look in our favor and work out in our favor. So Logan, give me your initial reaction. What are you thinking after these last two matches?
I mean, let's be real. Like three games, three results. I don't think Nashville's felt that in a very long time. I mean, it's been a while. But three results, three games. I mean, I think maybe just the fact that I brought my Liverpool shoes back out, because I did. We finally started getting goals in net and winning games. I think I just need to keep wearing them, because the one day I didn't go to the game and wearing them was against Cincy, but I was still wore them, and we ended up getting the draw. So the fact that we've got a few results, it's huge. It's absolutely mind-blowingly huge. I know that I said that we were heating up, that we looked like we could be moving into a good realm. But right now, man, it looks like we are on fire and ready to go.
Yeah, Nashville is on fire. That is absolutely correct. I mean, we are excited. We're pumped. The fans were getting into it. This was the first match that me and my wife got to sit in the supporter section together, and y'all know how fun the supporter section can be, especially when we're actually scoring goals. We had smoke popping, we had things going. Now, in this last match, against Cincinnati, we did have the tie, and Luciano Acosta had an incredible goal. He's probably going to win MVP again this year. So with that, Logan, with the play that you saw against the reigning MVP, against possibly back-to-back MVP if he finishes out the season strong like he's looking, how do you feel Nashville looked just in this match against Cincinnati, a team that is number 2 in the Eastern Conference?
Well, first, to address it, if anybody's going to win the MVP, they've paid too much for Messi not to get it. But I do agree that Acosta has been phenomenal, and it's truly fun, because in this match you had the former MVP against the reigning MVP, who won it back to back against each other essentially, and both showed up. I mean, Hany was not just a pushover in this game. It's not like he didn't come in and play well. Had an amazing assist against Chicago, and then still came in and lit it up here. You really did see phenomenal back and forth play. Now, I know possession wise, it was not in Nashville's favor. They definitely had a lot more against us when it came to the attack, but we kind of expected that when it came to Cincy. I don't think Cincy did expect us to play nearly as direct as we were playing. And so that makes a huge difference in our gameplay, to come in and have that, that more forward striking mentality.
Yeah, and we've been talking about that, how yes, Nashville is actually playing to the net, actually playing through the middle, not just playing the wing game, not just playing the cross game. So it's actually been really exciting to see that. It's been really exciting that Nashville is actually playing at the net. And we're seeing the momentum, we're seeing the movement actually playing together in executing the system that BJ Callaghan is actually wanting to implement. And so Tunji, with seeing the attack mindset that Nashville has had these past 3 games, I mean, going back to Atlanta, the tie against Cincinnati that we just had, this attack mindset that you're actually seeing, and the execution of attacking football from Nashville. What are your thoughts? Have you been excited seeing this?
Brother, man, the vibes are vibing, bro. The backline is exactly. It's been as rowdy as I've seen it in a minute. I mean, you can see it in the people showing back up. Wednesday was a little rough. I wasn't able to make it, but that Chicago game. But it's Cincy at home in the Castle, and let me tell you something. The Castle almost felt like a castle again.
Ooh, almost, for real.
Almost. Look, right. If Nashville continues this form, then we're looking, I believe, at best case scenario for what happens when you switch your coach and your philosophy in the middle of the season, right? And that's including best case scenario with at least we kept it to a 10-game losing streak and you know what I'm saying? So I think, and you guys, I'm on record as not being so much of a BJ Callaghan, big supporter, but I'm starting to see his impact. I think some people, I've talked to people on socials. Some people are saying still not sure what it is. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing a change in this team. He's got these young kids, Perez, Gaines, Taylor Washington, who isn't so much of a young kid. He's got them playing lights out.
And not only are they playing, I'm sorry, Austin, not only are they playing, but like, remember Tunji and Austin, we've talked several times about having true leadership on the field and not having a true leader, not having a perfect vision. We've been frustrated. Guys, we've been without a coach. And now that we have a vision that's actually being executed, you can see these guys, they are following his lead. And he's not just sitting back. He's not sitting back on his sitting down.
On his feet,
he's actually on his feet coaching. Like he's pulling players over, talking to them individually, showing them, like pointing out. He's yelling them across the pitch. It's not Gary anymore, guys. Like it's straight up. He is actually coaching. And I know some of us were scared of this. I know some of us have kind of been hesitant towards this. And I'm still hesitant to say that like 100% this is our guy. But all signs are pointing towards that yes spot. Yes, he's our guy. Yes, we have a leader in BJ, not necessarily on the pitch as a whole, but if we've got a leader who's controlling us, creating that mentality of where we're going next, as long as he is there, that's all that matters.
I mean, how many times do you hear it from coaches? Trust the process. Trust the process. Well, and so we've seen a process that has been happening. We kind of weren't trusting it, and now we're all singing BJ's praises right now. And so maybe we needed to reevaluate our.
I'm humming. I'm happily humming. I'm
slightly tapping my feet along to the beat.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so
we singing.
We got 4 matches left in the season, right? 3 of those matches are to teams who are lower than us in the table. We've got New England coming up. We've got DC next week. We've got NYC FC. And then we finish out with Chicago again. So, guys, how are we looking? How are we feeling to finish out this season? We thinking that a play-in? We talked about that last
play-in.
week. You think a play-in is possible?
Play-in. It's this is what we need right now. We need another vintage Nashville SC run. The types of runs they make that have you believing that they can go all the way. We've seen it. We felt it. This is what I'm humbly asking for right now. Because think about, like, you can beat New England. That team looks terrible right now. That team is fighting amongst itself. They're not a team right now. Caleb Porter is probably done up there. That experiment is probably over. DC United, they've had a better season than us. They've got some really good players over there, but we got to win that belt. So we have to win that game.
To try and get the belt, we've got to go runner against them, and then they have to win against Charlotte. If Charlotte makes the draw, then Charlotte wins the belt.
We got to win.
We got to believe, man.
We got to
believe.
Yeah, NYCFC is going to be I think it's going to be tougher than what people might think. They might think that this is a team that's beatable. I'm like, I don't know, man. We've struggled against them in the past.
Yep.
At home and away.
Yeah, I think they're beatable, but I'm looking, if we get 9 points out of the next 4 matches, we need a little bit of help from other teams, but play-in is possible. Speaking of playing, let's talk some play, skip, repeat in our next segment coming up. You guys want to stick around for that. Hey, Mixtape 615, are you ready for the 2024 season? We want you to join
us. Join our supporters group. It is the dopest supporters group in all of Nashville. So sign up right now at mixtape615.com and rock your 2024 membership scarf so you can show off and say, we run this pitch. Imagine standing on the field, feeling the energy of the game close up, all of the energy of the stadium. That's a reality for our members. You can get on-field opportunities, plus get access to our tailgates where you'll bond with fellow fans over great food, soccer passion, and don't miss out on our epic away game watch parties. So sign up now, mixtape615.com, and join for the 2024 season.
All right, and we're back once again with a little play, skip, repeat, an old crowd favorite. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. Let's just go ahead and kick it off. Logan, give me what you got. Play, skip, repeat.
I mean, my skip is very simple. I'm gonna make it very clean, very easy. Rip the Band-Aid. We got to skip with the giving of final thirds, attacking positions for teams. We did it against Chicago. We did it against Atlanta. We did give it obviously a lot against Cincy. I know we're still on that attack. We've still won 2 of those games. We've gotten results in all 3, but I think we're giving up too many chances when it comes to that. Very simple. I'm not knocking a bunch, but that's something that we definitely need to skip. We got to be better on that defense. We got to be better in that midfield. We got to be better on our ball handling, possession game, everything. My play is actually Jillian Gaines in the wingback. He did great. He was my play. I know, Tunji, we talked a little bit about it, but he was my play coming in, man. The young guys in general can just be my play. When you have those young bucks coming in, playing as well as they did in this last match against Cincy, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's great. And then, of course, my repeat, get Sam that ball. Get these results. Get me points. It was my rubric point, man. I need results, and we're getting them. Keep it going. Repeat that over and over. Get us the wins. Get us the dubs. Get us the draws. As long as we're getting points, I care.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that. That very positive play, skip, repeat from you. Except for your skip. It was very, very.
Hey, even then, it's just. Let's rip the Band-Aid,
Rip the okay. All right. If you guys don't know, I did kind of just pole vault us into this discussion. If you've never listened before and you never heard this segment, play, skip, repeat is where we choose what we want to see when it's play, what we want to see, good things that we want to see. When it's skip, we choose the things that we don't want to see anymore, the things that keep us up at night. And when it's repeat, it's the things that we've seen before that we want to see again and again and again and again.
Oh, yeah.
With that said, Ginger Snap, play, skip, repeat. Then I'll give you mine.
All right, guys. My play, and I'm going to go in order. I like it this way. So
yeah, it's better this way.
My play is going to be more Taylor Washington.
Whoa.
Play him more. The game that he just had, I've been calling his number for most of the season. Y'all have heard me say it. Most of the season, I've been calling to Taylor Washington. He gets a chance to play in that wingback position, and dude had the first assist on the first Sam Surridge goal, and he was playing outside of his mind. I got a text from a buddy of mine during the match and just saying Taylor Washington is having a night, like all capital letters,
that's true.
He was having a night. He was playing all over the place. I mean, playing well on the defense
too.
Dude was getting up. Yeah, exactly. Getting up on the attack. And like, he wasn't just trying to sit back and park the bus in that Gary mindset. No, he's playing BJ ball now. And that dude was ready for it. And I was loving seeing that, especially with a lineup that had a lot of the young guys. I mean, it felt like, we're resting our players. And I wasn't really too excited about it when I looked at the lineup. And then I'm watching them play. I'm like, wait, we're not resting anybody. Nobody's resting. Everyone came ready to play. And Taylor Washington was one of those that was ready to play. So that is my play. I want to see him more. I want to see us actually playing him in the right position. Shoot, I'll take him as a wing. I mean, we can play Dan Lovitz in the back if you really want to, but play him as a wing. He can do it. I'm ready for him to become our new Swiss Army knife. We've seen enough Alex Morrow. Give me some Taylor Washington.
I don't
He's
think
one
you'll
of our
ever
own.
see enough
He's
Alex.
one of our own.
Okay.
He is one of our own.
So my
Golly.
skip.
All right, skip.
My skip is still Josh Bauer. He's just, I mean, even with this match, where we were playing 5 in the back, he still looked out of position. He still looked lost. He still didn't look like he was able to keep up. Like Jack Mayer looked great in these last couple of matches, and I guess he's just not in that match form because he hasn't played full 90 multiple matches in a while. So
3 in a week too is just rough.
Yeah, but I'm seeing, just Josh Bauer. He's still young. Maybe there's some development that can happen there. But right now, while we were making a playoff push, he's not the guy that I want in the back line right now. Jack Mayer with the skill level that he's got, the mentality that he's got, he's a little bit older, a little bit wiser. His rapport with Walker Zimmerman has been better these past couple matches. And so, yeah, I'm just at that skip Josh Bauer. I think he's a nice guy, nothing against him, but right now we're making a playoff push and I don't want that kind of level of play on the back line. So that's my skip.
Who would you put in if you take Josh? Because he seems to have a good rapport with
Jack Mayer.
Okay.
Lucas McNaughton looks like he's coming back to form real soon.
Wow, that would be amazing.
If we got him by playoffs, I mean, if we make a playoff run and then he comes back by playoffs, I think that shores up our back line a little bit better.
God, look at you guys talking about if we have Lucas McNaughton back for playoffs. The Angels on the pitch. You're doing a lot here. Let's just get to the next game and your repeat.
Let's repeat this win streak. We repeat because, like I said, a tie against Cincinnati. I called it last week. I thought that we might get a tie against Cincinnati, but I wasn't expecting a 2-goal tie. And then almost a 3-goal tie. Both us and Cincy had a goal called back. One was offsides for us and handball. They did correct. So all of you Cincy fans who were complaining about there was no offsides on that play, no, there wasn't. You're right. It was a handball.
Yeah. I mean, again, watching it back, it was such bounced off the arm. His arm was kind of pulled in,
but it played it forward into his run.
But it's that's not his fault. I mean, it could have played it forward off of his body and been the same way. He tucked his arm in.
It did it.
I have a hard time calling that a handball.
Shoulda, wouldas, bro. Coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Handballs are a part of the game. Just have to accept it.
Yes, exactly. Let's repeat the win streak. Right. I want to keep going. Let's make that playoff push, baby.
That was a very good play skip repeat. I commend you for that. All right.
Let's get a good one, Tunji. We've both had 2, so.
Hey, brother. Just you wait.
All right, let's go.
Check it out. Here's my play. We said it before. I will say it again. We said it a couple weeks ago, and I'll say it again now. Gaines and Perez. Give me more of that.
The young Bucks.
Give me more of that on the pitch at the same time. They brought that energy, brother. There was a moment in like the 30th minute where like they both combined and they locked down this guy's Murphy, whatever his name was. And they closed off all of his passing lanes. And he had nowhere to go. And he was over here looking like, look at these young Bucks. Yes, this is what BJ Callaghan is supposed to do. He's supposed to spot young talent and develop it. And I saw that on Saturday in Geodis. It was beautiful. Youthful energy is what the team needs, man. Yeah. Young knees, bro. Absolutely. Young knees. Give me more of that. Some cartilage in the knees, bro.
Yeah.
Not these old farts. I need some young Bucks. All right.
Bro, Johnny Perez
here I was thinking you were gonna say turtle power.
No, we don't need turtle power. But Johnny Perez.
Hey. I'm done with the Teal slander. He's not my play, but if he could, the Teal Bunbury, he's not the hero that we want. He's the hero we need.
No,
he's Batman,
the hero
bro.
that should retire. We need Batman Beyond now.
He's Turtle Man, bro.
He wants Terry McGinnis, and that could be Jonathan Perez.
Yeah, it could be.
Perez, a foot to the left, he's got a goal in this match.
I'm waiting for his goal, bro. I'm waiting for his first goal.
He's had so many great strikes that have either just been a solid block. I mean, lucky block, barely missing it. Yeah, I'm excited.
But you see how he's not scared to take the shot?
Not at all.
That's such a great sign for a young player.
And he's hungry.
You know what I mean? Like he's actively, he has his first shot attempt of the game. It gets blocked. I mean, he didn't really get it off. It gets blocked, but he comes right back and then gets that header. This is what I need to see. Now, here's what I don't need to see. And it's, you know what? I'm just going to call it like it is. Like you said, Logan, it's actually not the worst thing ever. But BJ taking the wings out of the team sales by subbing guys out too early. Look, I'm not mad at this. I'm just not used to it.
Well, remember, we had a problem we had a problem with Gary subbing out too late. Like it didn't have enough impact.
Exactly. So, dude, I'm just not used to what great attacking / winning game management looks like. This is it made me nervous. It shocked me a little bit. So that's my skip. Now here's my repeat.
Yeah.
Remember a few weeks ago when I said Nashville SC was in zombie mode?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They are now, I've now upgraded them. Hungry Coyote mode.
Oof.
This is what I need that. I was walking, I live over in the woods of Nolensville, if you guys don't know. And I was walking and I saw a coyote the other day, which kind of shook me. I'm not gonna lie, I was shook. And it just stared at me. And I knew, and I grabbed my dog Nike and I said, let's get out of here. Like I don't want to mess with this coyote right here. And it was like 8 p.m. and it was ready to go. The killer scavenger attitude. This is what I didn't see a lot of before this year. Once they score now in this last couple games, they don't just sit back and defend and hope and pray that the other team doesn't score on them, because that's what it felt like in the beginning. Now it's like, when they score, you see them like look at Hany, look at Sam. They get a little bit of drool, that right there. And, these goals are sort of like a Pavlov like bell for them, dude. They are playing in hungry coyote mode right now, and they see one goal like I need more, we need more.
Oh, they were ready.
This is the transition of mindset. This is the transition of philosophy. This is the evolution of Nashville SC, and I'm here for it, man.
Oh yeah,
I love it. I mean, I am here for it. I've been wanting this. We've all been asking for this. We've been wanting the goals. We didn't want to have the park the bus Gary mentality anymore. Nah. We didn't want to have the park the bus, attitude and play style. We wanted to see goals, and we have seen four goals in 3 matches. That's more than we've seen. I don't know how many.
No.
In 3 months, bro.
No, that's 5 goals in 3 matches. We had 2 in Atlanta, and then Sam against Chicago, and then Sam with the brace in
5.
And against Cincy. And honestly, Sam with 3 goals in 2 matches at home is huge. It means he is going off. It means he is surging up, becoming his Super Sam. He's ripping out that suit. And that's something we gotta go deeper in this next segment, boys. We gotta go there. And we'll see you guys back here in just a second.
You guys know I be too lit on Wednesdays at Southside Kitchen Pub, but it does not have to be a Wednesday for you to get too lit with me at any of our away watch parties. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Mixtape615 for all watch party information, so you can get in the mix with us, me, Logan, and Ginger Snap. Let's go.
All right, everybody, we are back. And we got to talk about this, guys. Sam Surridge has a brace against Cincy, number 3 team in the East at the time. Huge victory for us in the moral sense, in that head sense, that we're not dropping points against guys that are way above our level at the moment when it comes to that table. Not only that, Sam, I'll put it this way. If y'all haven't seen Soccer Moses's video that he put out after the Chicago game, Hany kicked the ball to Sam. Sam headed the ball into the net. He scored a goal in Geodis to win and beat Chicago. Uncle Buck. Guys, we got this. I'm telling you, Sam Surridge is going off. In fact, not only is he going off, this is the most goals he has had in a season in his professional career to date. That is huge. Guys, can y'all even take that in? This guy has 11. He's got 11, 12, like something 11, like that. He's got 11. He's got 11 right now. That is more goals. That's 4 more goals than he scored while he was at Nottingham Forest in championship, leading them into the Premier League. Guys, that's huge. So I got to know, Tunji, as we take this in, do you feel like people have underestimated where Sam Surridge could take us?
That's a tough one because I feel like if you are you do that if you are conflating all of Nashville's ills with the arrival of Sam Surridge, which obviously isn't fair. I have definitely been someone who has been wanting desperately to see Sam be this person that he's becoming before our eyes right now. And I always felt that like it was a possibility for him, but for some reason or another, he would have these like weird situations where either the ball bounced the wrong way or he wasn't getting service, or when he did get perfect service, he would do some weird backheel kick flip thing and completely miss the goal. But now, you know what I'm seeing now? What I really see that has changed? Go back and watch the Cincy game. Go back and let's not look at the goals. Don't look at the goals he scored. Look at the personal relationship that is happening between him and Hany Mukhtar.
Yeah.
Look at the way that they orbit around each other. Look at the way that they talk to each other on the pitch. It's different. It's very different. And I don't think that it's a coincidence that when those two finally started to mesh, now Hany's playing better and Sam is playing way better. And the team the team is playing way better. We talked about this a lot. We talked about this when Sam got here. It might have taken a year and a half, but that relationship we said back then was crucial. Look at us now, baby.
A year later, a whole year later in our podcast, and we've been talking about it since then.
I mean, the two of them have scored in our last 3 matches, and we're on a point streak right now.
Well, that kind of gives that next question, Austin, I've got for you is: do you think with the way that we are playing now, the way that BJ has set this front up, with Sam being that true number 9 and Hany being able to actually play back in the 10 instead of that false 9 that he's been playing, do you think having true set positions for the two of them has helped us out when it comes to their relationship and when it comes to our mentality at the striking position?
I think so, because oftentimes you would see Hany like bringing himself way back because nobody could get it to him. And now that we are able to actually move the ball through the middle, we're getting it to Hany in his position, in his role, and he's able to be a creator. He's able to actually move through the middle and create either for himself or for his teammates. You've seen him doing that more. He's not only a goal scorer. He was the MVP a couple years ago when he was a goal scorer because that's what he had to be. But when we couldn't service him the ball, he's not a big body that's going to make and clear space for himself. He needs the ability to run with the ball, and playing this true 10 that he's playing a little bit further back, he's able to create, like I said, for himself, but also for guys like Sam Surridge. You've seen him create and get the ball to Johnny Perez on this last in this last game where he was looking really good. Taylor Washington jumping in on the rush as that wing back. But guys, with him playing that role, it allows Super Sam to be just that, guys. It allows him to be Super Sam.
Oh.
If you're not watching it, you need to watch our pod. It is Super Sam. You see it, guys. I mean, he's throwing his cape on. He's scoring in these last two matches and becoming who he should be, who we all thought he could be.
Oh yeah,
that's what it looks like.
Oh no, absolutely. He is truly becoming
my cape on.
What I know we were hoping. We all were hoping for that. I know all of us were. I don't think you can have that fit, Austin.
It's too small.
It really is. But Tunji, I mean, he's got the lone goal. Mine. He's got the brace. He's the one who scored more recently and more often than anybody else on this team. Now, Hany did, Austin, you did point out that he was not the MVP only because of his goal scoring. He got the golden boot because he got those 15 goals, but he also had 23 assists that year. Do not let that slide. He had 23 assists that year, and Hany playing that assisting role is huge help to our strikers. We've said it over and over. If Hany can get to that point where he can actually feed the ball to others who run towards that net, it's going to open him up because they're going to have to guard everyone else as well. So with that being the case, do you think that this is Sam's show now, or do we think that Hany still has a place with Sam surging up? Tunji?
No, this is not Sam's show. This, as long as, and look, guys, I know what I've said in the past, but I've always said it with the idea that Hany has been built into, this is the guy. This is who this team is built around right now. As long as Hany Mukhtar and his right foot is in Nashville, this will never be Sam Surridge's team. It will be the Hany Mukhtar and Sam show. And that's a show that I'd be willing to tune into every week when it's good. But the Hany Mukhtar show by itself, I can skip a few episodes. The Sam Surridge show by itself, I'm not tuning into that. But the Hany and Sam show is what I want to see. Right now, Hany Mukhtar being at 6 goals and 8 assists on the season, a lot of those assists, what was he before this stretch? 5 goals and what, like 4 assists, something like that?
Hany?
Yeah. Look, man.
I think he's got 9 assists, doesn't he? Or is it 8? I think he's got 9 assists now.
No, he's got 8. He's got 8. This team as of right now, and unless BJ Callaghan signals differently, is built for Hany Mukhtar. This team Mike Jacobs has put pieces in place to capitalize on Hany Mukhtar. I don't know if we're ever going to see another MVP season out of Hany, but I do know that while he is in Nashville, while he is playing in the Music City, the team's success revolves around how well he's playing and how well, even more importantly, how well he's connecting with these pieces. Now, if Sam Surridge all of a sudden decides that he knows how to create his own shot, which he does not right now, he does not know how to do that.
Nope.
Then we could talk about it being the Sam Surridge show.
Well, I mean, he can't necessarily create his own shot if he's playing a 9 position. He's got to be a fox in the box, if you will. He really does have to stay down. He is going to be a hungry coyote in the box. He does have to stay down into that position and truly look for those that pass it into him, who can get the ball to him. But with that being the case, Austin, I know we all saw the Chicago goal. That was a giant arcing rainbow. It almost looked like it was true luck. Let's be real. It very easily can be called that. Do you think that his goals are just him being in the right spot at the right time? Or do you think that he is purposely making those runs in? Do you think that's part of the game plan? And do you think that his striking foot, now that we have leadership, is just looking like it's on? Has it always been there? What's going on with Sam now?
I mean, what is a striker's role? The striker's role is to be in the right spot at the right time. And so the fact that I've talked about it since last year, since he's come in, positional play, he is in the right position at the right at all times. I mean, he's finding himself in the right position at all times. He's even running back and making plays in the defensive half. And you're seeing him running and hustle. And so the fact that he's scoring now, what we're seeing, I think, is more a testament to the team as a whole than what Sam Surridge is doing. I think Sam Surridge was ready for this. I think that it just took a while for the team to catch up to get on that attack mindset, the play that we're seeing now. I mean, you talk Hany, he had a goal and then 2 assists in these last 2 matches. Without Hany, there is no Sam Surridge right now. And so Sam Surridge is always there, but like what Tunji was saying, he's not creating his own shots. So he needed the team to be at that level. And we are seeing it with these young guys, with the Johnny Perez. We've talked Taylor Washington, with Julian Gaines coming up the right side this past match. Patrick Esbeck, in the midfield. Some of these names that we're calling out now that are newer under this BJ Callaghan regime, you're actually seeing a lot of it complement the style that Sam was already playing.
That's right.
Compliment, or I don't know. I think he's definitely doing a lot better job right now. I don't necessarily know. There's a lot of reasons why that could be team related, but like you I'll give Sam his flowers. It's him right now. He's him right now. He's Himothy.
Okay. Himothy, Brian Jermaine. We've got a lot of names coming from Tunji, but Austin, the one name I need you to tell us about is Doug Branson. So can you take us in? Let's get ready for this New England match coming up this Saturday. Bring us home, buddy.
All right. Well, we are going to wrap another episode. Just like Logan said, we want to give a big shout out to Doug Branson, our producer. This guy keeps us rolling week in, week out. We are 44 episodes in, a little over a year in. So guys, we've made it this far, and we could not have done it without Doug Branson. So big shout out to him. Thank you to all of our listeners. Big shout out to you guys. Hey, if you're listening to this podcast, show up for the watch party on Saturday. We want to show up and turn up for the boys in gold. These Coyotes, Southside. What is it? Pizza Kitchen and Pub now.
Oh yeah,
pizza's all right. It's all right. It ain't bad.
Pizza's solid. Yeah, the whiskey's great, and it's hard to turn down whiskey, wings,
and pizza,
and some good old football, and that's both footballs.
Okay. You couldn't help yourself, could you?
Couldn't help himself. But guys, don't forget to stay connected. That includes watch parties, but also includes hitting us up at mixtape615.com and on all of our socials, Instagram, Facebook, X. Hit us up at Mixtape615. And for all of our video content, you know where to find us. Hit us up on YouTube at Mixtape615pod. But guys, keep it real. Keep it vibing, like Tunji said. The vibes are vibing. Until next episode, guys, Mixtape615 is signing off.